to hit on a complete stranger? First of all, how many of you think of yourself as an outgoing person? Please raise your hand. Okay, a few. Then how many of you have the experience of hitting on a complete strangers, like in campus or outside the campus? So, none? Okay, so it's very often to see students posting questions like how to hit on a stranger or how to hit on a girl or a boy on social media. So we are so eager to meet friends with others, but only few of us take the first approach. So what's the matter? What's the point that stops you? Being too shy or feeling awkward to talk to a stranger, or even afraid of being seen as a weirdo because you don't know how to open up a conversation. So let us go back to high school, middle school, or even elementary school. This kind of worry doesn't really bother us a lot. Though we are all complete strangers at the beginning of the semester, we usually feel comfortable and free to talk to others and to make friends with others, because we are all forced to stay with the same group of people and for every classes, every day, and about 3 years, right? So we do have a bunch of times and opportunities to get to know each other. But when it comes to college lifestyle, even though we are in the same departments, we don't even have many chances to take class together. And there are only few chances like required courses or some department activities in the freshman sophomore years for us to get to know each other. So it's so hard for college students to make friends in the college. And before we make friends, we need to at least talk to a stranger and then become friends, right? So there are different kind of situations that you might face when hitting on a stranger, and for these different situations, I have different approach that I would recommend. For example, if you're in the campus, then the two situations that you might face will be, you know some fact of the person and you're taking the same class with him or her. Or you know nothing about this person and you're taking the same class with him or her. Then for these two kind of situations, it can actually be seen as the same kind of situation, because even though you know some fact of this person doesn't know you, and you should pretend that you know nothing about this person. So when you have having that conversation with him or her, it won't be too attractive, and you don't want to be seen as a stalker, right? So for this type of situations, my first approach will be throwing in questions about the class or anything about the class. The very cliche one is like, sorry, did you hear what this person said? So for this kind of question, it only leads to two types of answers, is yes or no, right? So yes, the teacher has just said blah, blah, blah. Then you may continue the conversation like, then would you mind let me take a look at your notes because I think I have missed something. Then after taking the notes, you may ask more about that. What's your major? What's your aim to keep more conversations, and you can find something in common to continue the conversation. And if you just say, oh, I just spaced out, I can help you too, then you might continue this type of answers by, oh, it's okay. This class is a little kind of boring, right? So why do you choose this class? Then maybe this person will give you some his or her information, and you can base on this information to take the conversation goes. So no matter how far the conversation goes, then you need to get back to a point, which is to ask about his or her social media. So your relationship won't stop here, this class. So after another week, then you can first say hi to him or her, and then try to continue the conversations by, oh, I saw you post something on your Instagram. How is that interesting? Or how's your weekend? Or something like that. And then we can have another conversation. Then, if you're outside the campus, you definitely know nothing about this person, right? So in this situation, I will name this as can you do me a favor type of situations. And it can be put in all kind of things. So for example, imagine that you need to leave a building and it started to rain so hard and there is a cute guy sitting next to you and holding an umbrella ready to go. Then what's your next step? Just go straight and ask if he mind to take you to the nearest convenience store or bus station. Normally Taiwanese people are so friendly that they would like to bring you to where you need to go, unless they are running out of time. So on the road, you can ask, you can start your conversation by appreciate for his help, and then because you're a student, so you can ask questions like, are you a student too? Which school are you in? Or what's major? Something like that, and then try to find anything in common to continue the conversation. Now, when it comes to when you need to end up the conversation, because convenience store is everywhere, so when it comes to the end, you may try to ask his or her social media accounts, and don't be afraid to be turned down, because it may be the first, but also the last time to see this person or her, so why not just give it a try. So after all you see, no matter you are inside the campus or outside the campus, the right way to hit on the complete stranger is based on the very simple formula, which is throwing questions based on the environment, and then try to find something in common to continue the conversation. And then the last step is to ask for his or her social media accounts, so that you can contact or to know more about this person after what all have happened. So what will happen in the future will be to be continued story. So maybe you will get a best friend, maybe you will get a boyfriend or girlfriend, or maybe you will get nothing. So wish you a good luck. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess we still have maybe 1 or 2 minutes. So maybe you could just tell us how effective does formula may work for the first timers?
Can you say it again?
Yeah, do you have any success stories about people who apply the formula here?
I have some experience that, like, last month I go to a bar and then two guys just come forward and hit on me and then say, because I went to that bar for the first time and then I don't know what's going on and I'm waiting for my friends and then their first question is like, do you know something happened in this bar or why is there so many people here, so crowded here? And I say, I don't know, maybe it has some activities or something tonight. So I don't know. And then they say, oh, good. So, and then ask me, are you a student? How old are you? And something like that. And then.
So you notice that they're trying to follow this kind of
the same formula.
Good. So any questions or comments?
Hi, Jenny. So I think this is a very, very interesting and I would say like attractive kind of topic because not a lot of people talk about this, at least, for what I know of. And I'm just very curious, what kind of factor do you think is a key success factor, apart from applying this formula?
I think that the key success point is that you need to be polite and then stay clean, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Do you think that confidence is as a key factor?
I think confidence is the key factor, but don't be too arrogant. Be confident but not arrogant.
Good. Any others? So, how do you handle rejections if you try to hit on someone and it doesn't really work out? So, how do people, take rejections?
Just have a mindset that it's his loss.
Good. Any others? I think this is a very interesting and maybe practical topic, so you may just want to learn more about this. About the audience in the back? Any questions or comments? Maybe we can ask the gentleman. Derek, what do you think? Any questions or comments? Yes?
Do you have any suggestion to those people who is very shy? So maybe that guy knows this formula, but he's still too shy to apply this formula.
I think that you need to have a mindset that the more active you are, the more chance you have. So.
I wonder that have you been in any awkward situation that and you don't know how to act with?
I have one time that I asked somebody's social media accounts and then I thought he know who I am, but he actually don't know who I am. And he saw that I was the girl that yesterday he met in the club. So it's super awkward. Wow.
Then how did you?
Let's use some humor type of conversation to let it pass.
Thank you.
Good. So, any others? Right. So then, thank you very much.